From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 53 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Herbert powering up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he stopped immediately there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
53, check 53.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 53's the mark, 53, check 53. I'm coming.
Mahomes going to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Check 53's mark.
More the man in motion.
Yellow. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try
and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Homer, 53 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, man.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Check.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike, 49. I'm coming after you. Mike, 49.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Get ready. Mike,
Moore, the man in motion.
Mike, 49.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They're going to try and run, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Keep playing,
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Going on the ground with Homer.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Trent McDuffie coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Flushed out right.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A handoff for Herbert. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert. 60 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 60 yards.
And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, the ball will get tucked and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you know, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Now a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Herbert once more.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Herbert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add to their fourth quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was...
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, I don't listen.
Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Stop your whining.
One final try for Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was...
Usually are. It's just executing better, because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent. This is your team pro. Choose focus players each week who will earn. This is the player card. Here you can see your. This is the. Here are a player's motivation. This player has a zone ability. This is.
today. It's the National Football League. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Higgins goes in motion right. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion right goes Higgins. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Higgins goes in motion right. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop